How y'all doing today, man? Today I will be doing a first reaction on Capital Steez's song titled Free the Robots. Now, Capital Steez, I'm kind of familiar with him and the kind of rapper he is. He's not necessarily a conscious rapper, he's more so a spiritual rapper. He has a lot of spiritual references in his songs and things like that, or his verses. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with Capital Steez and his own discography. I have never listened to a Capital Steez record or a mixtape or even a song. I became acquainted with Capital Steez on Joey Badass's debut mixtape titled 1999. And if you ask me personally, I think Capital Steez, on those tracks that he was on, he kind of outshined Joey to a certain degree. And that is crazy because Joey's lyrical capability is just out of this world, at least to me personally. But I think the things that Capital was saying was just so powerful that it kind of outshined that in a certain way. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this song. It was in my recommended. People were telling me to react to it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
An optional.
About to one take this shit, nigga.
Dear diary, what a day it's been. Dear diary, it's been just like a train.
Illuminati trying to read my mind with an eagle eye. And the haze got me thinking why we killed Osama and plenty innocent people died. We should see the signs, but we Stevie blind. No disrespect to the man or the legend, but I'm sick and tired of asking my brethren if it all ends in 2011. Would God come through or would he actually forget us? Cause apocalypse is getting closer, but they more focused on that little youth sipping soda. Fuck a sugar act, niggas out pushing crack. And I lost my father figure because of that.
Dear diary, what a day it's been. Dear diary, it's been just like a train. Been just like a train. Been just like a train.
So can I live? Or is my brother trying to gun me down? Scuffle a couple of rounds till we hear the thunder sound. No lightning, clash of the titans, and after the violence, a moment of silence. Cause I want mine the fast way, the ski mask way, looking for a fast pay. And instead of sticking up for each other, we picking up guns and sticking up our brothers. So fuck them all, I'm coming through raging, and I won't stop till Reagan is caged in. Mom told me I should let the Lord handle it. The arm of the Lord is trying to manhandle us, a man's world, but a white man's planet, and the doors are slowly closing while we falling through the cracks of it. It's a shame that flipping crack will be the best alternative if you don't make it rap in these crack houses and trap houses are trapping us in, and in the end we're gonna remain stagnant. I ain't having it.
Dear diary, what a day it's been. Dear diary.
So you know what's crazy is that this song came out in 2011, 2012. Let me see. Yeah, it says September 11, 2012. And at that time, I think I was 11, right? So it's not really, my fault, but I did not hear this at all, right? You had Party Rock, you had Thrift Shop, and I think that is just the media trying to control people. That is because they push out what they want to push out. This would never get to that point. Capital Steez is an extremely talented musician, or was an extremely talented musician. He shed light on a lot of things, you know, and throughout the song, you know, you had things like friend and slaughter, laughter for slaughter, hello for hell, like stuff like that. It's just like, it just makes you think, you know? It makes you think. Because it's not all about having fun all the time. You can't just have fun all the time. You can't just be entertained all the time. You have to kind of challenge yourself to think outside the box and to realize that you're a robot. You're a robot. You could be a robot to society. You could be a robot to yourself. And that even goes back to slavery. If you're African American, that goes back to slavery. And you could argue that slavery in and of itself was more so mental than it was physical. It was a slave master having your mind chained up. And they're doing the same thing today. They're doing the same thing today. Capital said they're trying to read my mind with the eagle eye. That could go back to saying, okay, social media is kind of controlling people. You have entertainment, you have things like that just waste your time. And all actuality, now I'm not going to say that, oh, you can't watch TV, oh, you can't play video games. Like, nah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, because it could be argued that, oh, if you really enjoy it, then, hey, go ahead and do it. If it makes you happy, do it. However, certain things are just like, okay, why do that when you could really be spending time educating yourself on certain things? You could be reading books. You could be watching TED Talks. You could be listening to a podcast about people having just really thoughtful conversations. And that's just not the reality. The majority of people are just aimlessly walking through life like a robot. Aimlessly walking through life. And Capital Steez, another point that he made in the song was that the crack epidemic took away his father figure. And that is, in and of itself, that's just like the way he said it was just a powerful way. Really, the video was just a powerful video, man. Like, it's just crazy that I've never heard this. Like, this song, or at least the video. I don't know if the video came out 8 years ago, and I'm just now hearing it. 8 years later, I'm just now hearing it. So it's just like, man, like, it's just crazy. You know, it's really crazy. And it's just crazy because it's almost scary to believe what he would accomplish today. Now, granted, he would be extremely underappreciated for his craft. Extremely underappreciated. And that's just because with music today, everything is cookie cutter, especially in 2020. Everything is cookie cutter. You can't say what you actually feel on wax anymore. You can't say what you actually feel. You have to make all these, for lack of a better term, low vibrational songs that is appealing, that's easy to listen to. You know, that's easy to listen to. That has, just a simple bass line, just simple, and then you have simple verses, simple hooks, catchy hooks. The song just has a vibe, right? And that's good. I don't want to sit up here and say that I don't like songs that have a vibe, like Earl Sweatshirt, for example. I don't mean to take the attention away from Steez, but like Earl Sweatshirt, for example. Earl Sweatshirt has really tight bars, really tight lines at this point in his career, right? He's always been a really good rapper, but especially at this point. But it's negated because the fact that his beats are trash. So nobody's gonna really listen to that. But this is just scary to see what he would have become, even though he would have definitely been dumbed down. Like that, like people are not trying to wake up and hear songs like this at all. They're not trying to hear this. They are not trying to hear this at all. But I really enjoyed the message. I really enjoyed the video too. It's just crazy that he was at that wavelength in 2012. And a lot of the things that he said in that video are really coming to fruition in 2020. So, long live Steez, man. Long live Steez. Man was ahead of his time. So, tell me what you think about this in the comment section below. Leave a like if you like, subscribe if you liked, hit the bell for post notifications. I have some videos around my head that I would like for you to check out and get into. Take your tea about me if you do nothing else. So, capital Steez, FAYGOS. Till next time, guys.